Hey, welcome back to the series that we've been doing on Red's Taylor's version. I've been going track by track to see if I can find a deeper meaning within each of the songs. Today we're on track 7, which is I Almost Do. Before I get started, if you're seeing this video on the day that it gets posted, you might have realized that the track 22 was skipped because it never fails that anytime I do one of these series, one song will get flagged and not let me post it at risk of a copyright strike. I did decide to watch the 22 video, and that was the video that was supposed to go up, but it's giving me trouble, which is weird because I just watched the I Knew You Were Trouble video on my channel and didn't have any problems, but for some reason 22 doesn't want to let me post you. So if it never goes up, I've definitely heard the song. I would think it would be crazy if you haven't heard the song. The video was very 2012 hipster to me. I said that word a lot in that video. So honestly, really didn't miss out on much because I wasn't super entertaining in that anyway. But we'll just move on ahead to I Almost Do. So let's just get started. Before this one even starts, it already sounds country to me.
This time of night you're still up. I bet you're tired from a long, hard week.
Felt that it has been a long and hard week for me personally, so I'm already relating to this.
I bet you're sitting in your chair by the window, looking out at the city and I
can't relate to that. I don't have nice furniture or a nice view, so maybe I don't relate to it as much as I thought.
I bet sometimes you wonder about me, and I just wanna tell you, it takes everything in me not to call you, and I wish I could run to you, and I hope you know that every time I don't, I almost do. I almost do.
Okay, I actually really liked that chorus a lot, so I want to go back and read what it said. And it says, I just want to tell you, it takes everything in me not to call you, and I wish I could run to you, and I hope you know that every time I don't, I almost do. Those lyrics kind of make me think of an old-time relationship, and by old time, I'm kind of mean like the 90s or like the 2000s. I mean, I didn't really experience those, but you know, like when they say that people wait by the phone and they're always hoping that that person will call because they really didn't have like social media or ways to keep up with people as easy. And it kind of makes me think of someone's on the opposite end of that phone just waiting for that call for that person just to say, like, I miss you and this is what I want. So it's almost like a longing for love, and I actually really am liking the sound of this so far. So let's just keep listening. Ooh, that's kind of what I was saying, like each time you reach out there is no reply. Like I said, they maybe don't keep up with each other in a more traditional way, and like this is the way that they're communicating these days, and someone is not available for that.
I bet it never ever occurred to you that I can't say hello to you and risk another goodbye. And
I can't say hello to you and risk another goodbye. I feel like I've said this a couple times throughout the tracks on Red's Taylor's version, but this person has so emotionally messed her or the narrator up that like the thought of talking to this person again will just like literally traumatize them to the point where they can't even face that. But I think that's quite literally like head over heels type of love. And it's a really interesting topic to explore.
just wanna tell you, it takes everything in me not to call you, and I wish I could run to you, and I hope you know that every time I don't, I almost do, I almost do.
I Almost Do, this song already kind of makes me think that it would have fit kind of well on Midnights. Maybe not the way that it's produced, but the idea of the song, because ever since listening to Midnights, I actually found out that the story of Midnights is 13 sleepless nights. And I think this would be an interesting topic of like the what ifs that maybe keep you up at night about, is this person thinking about you? So I think this would be a very interesting song if it had more of a pop production. That I think it would fit very well on Midnights, in my opinion.
Oh, we made quite a mess, babe. It's probably better off this way. And I confess, baby, in my dreams you're touching my face and asking me if I'd wanna try again with you. And I almost do.
I want to read those lyrics, but I also want to say that I think this song is already showing a little bit growth out of the last tracks, in my opinion, at least with the relationship, because all of the other ones saying that it's still burning red, it's still in her head, and she can't get over it. But at least in this track, she's kind of saying that I know I'm not over it, but I'm smart enough to know that I won't allow myself to go back. And I feel like that's not the character development she had before in the last tracks, because track 5, discounting 22, track 5 was devastating, and this is kind of getting your bearings back and saying, you know what, I know that was rough, but it's not worth it anymore. But the lyrics to that did say, we made quite a mess, babe, it's probably better off this way, and I confess, babe, in my dreams you're still touching my face and asking me if I want to try again, and I almost do. And like I said, I still think that kind of thinks of growth, because even in your dreams, where a place where you could have everything you've ever wanted, you're still making that active decision to say, maybe this isn't right. So I feel like if your dreams are telling you that you need to not be a part of this anymore, you should listen to that. And it looks like she finally is.
I bet this time of night you're still up. I bet you're tired from a long, hard week. I bet you're sitting in your chair by the window, looking out at the city, and I hope sometimes you wonder about me.
All right, so that was the end of I Almost Do, Taylor's version. I will say that that was probably my favorite track on this album so far. Other than All Too Well, that was a great song. It's just replayability for me, at least right now. This was definitely one of my favorites. But I love you guys. I love all the people that are watching my videos, and y'all are so nice to me all the time. But I will say, y'all always tell me that the songs I like are not the good ones. Like, I am a big fan of the song Peace, and everyone told me that that was a very like bottom tier track. So I'm already nervous to say that I Almost Do is one of my favorites, because I have a feeling that this is an underappreciated track. It only has 4 million views on YouTube, so I'm a little bit worried by saying that, but I know y'all are going to tell me differently, so feel free to do that. Real quick, before the end of the video, I do want to play a little excerpt of I Almost Do, the 2012 version, just to see if I can notice any differences. So let's do that real quick.
I bet you're sitting in your chair by the window, looking out at the city, and I bet sometimes you wonder about me.
With that little piece, the only thing I can really hear a difference is in the instruments as usual. This time it sounded like the production was a little bit bigger on the 2012 version. It still kind of has that same acoustic guitar, but it did seem like this chorus was actually like building up to something a little bit more than the 2021 version.
And I just wanna tell you,
Yeah, I do think the 2021 version is a little bit more muted or understated, you can say. But I honestly feel like the 2021 version, Taylor's version, kind of matches the vibes of the song a little bit better to me personally. It's like a longing for love, and I think the lighter production actually makes the message come across a little bit better. So I'm going to give this another Taylor's version win so far. I don't know if I've been keeping score, but I feel like The first track was pretty even. The Red song, I think the 2021 version was better. Treacherous was about the same to me. I Knew You Were Trouble, I think the old version was a little bit better, to be honest. And then All Too Well, they were about the same. And then 22, I actually preferred the old one of that version as well. And this one, I'm going to say Taylor's version. So it's kind of 50-50 right now. But thanks for watching, and tell me what you think.